All right, we just got word that Norman city leaders are beginning this live press conference after the tornado outbreak last night. You can see them assembling right now. We have a reporter there on the ground, and because we have live technology, we're actually going to listen in just for a little bit so you can hear from Norman city leaders.
And again, 12 people injured in that storm. Let's go ahead and listen in right now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Daryl Pyle. I am the city manager for the city of Norman. We'd like to take just a moment to offer our most sincere condolences, our thoughts, our prayers, and our continued support to neighbors and friends who've experienced some minor injuries or property damage. We're here for you, and we will not rest until everyone has been addressed and their needs met. I'd like to introduce to you our police chief who will share with you some information on the current status of the situation brought on by last night's weather event. And you can see we've brought with us several first responders to be able to answer questions that may come up during this morning's press conference. Chief Kevin Foster.
Thank you all for coming this morning. I'm Chief Kevin Foster of the Norman Police Department. As stated, all our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims and their families of this event. I'm going to give a brief status of where we are in response to the severe weather events that we experienced yesterday, and then we'll open it up for additional questions. We have several people here to answer your questions. A few of them are up here on stage. City Manager Daryl Pyle, Fire Chief Travis King, County Commissioner Derry Stacy, Councilmember Richard Tortorello. With OG&E, we have Kimberly Adams and Austin Cooper. Several other city department heads are here, including Sean O'Leary from Public Works, Jason Olson from Parks, and Chris Mattingly from our Utilities Department. We have Sheriff Chris Amoson and Under Sheriff Marcus Williams here, Jackie Kanak, the Regional Director for the Health Department, and Melody Bays, the Community Engagement Manager for the Health Department. Mike Combs from MSTAT, Rick Smith from the National Weather Service, Misty McClellan from the Red Cross, and Darren Wilson from United Way. We have several homes, businesses, and schools that appear to have some damage from the storm. And the areas affected stretch from about a mile south of the river and I-35 and goes northeast through Classen and Highway 9 area and continues northeast along that route past Franklin and 120th. There are multiple roadways still closed due to debris and down power lines. A few of the major roadways that are still closed: State Highway 9 between 12th Avenue Southeast and 48th Avenue Southeast, 24th Southeast between Wheatland and Ann Brandon Boulevard, Lindsay Street between 36th and 48th Southeast, Alameda between 36th Southeast and 48th. Alameda is due to construction still in that area. And then State Highway 9 on and off ramps to from 77 are closed. The schools have also advised that 2 schools will not be having classes this morning. That's Washington Elementary and Reagan Elementary. As of early this morning, the hospital has seen 12 patients with injuries from the storm. None of the injuries reported were life-threatening. We ask that the public stay aware of the dangers of down power lines and tree limbs in the roadway, and to notify us of any dangerous situations they believe have not been yet identified. This has been a joint operation of several people coming together for our community. I'd like to thank several of them that was out overnight with us, including Norman Regional Health Systems and MSTAT, the Norman Fire Department, Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, Oklahoma Highway Patrol, Oklahoma Department of Transportation, Moore PD, Cleveland County Commissioner Stacy, the Red Cross, Norman Public Schools, OG&E, OEC, and the National Weather Service. Later today, Public Works will be doing a debris survey to determine what needs to be picked up and where and the extent of what needs to be collected. Also would remind you that if you find any animals out at large, whether it's cattle, livestock, or dogs, cats, various animals that may have gotten out due to this storm, please contact Animal Welfare. At this time, there's no immediate needs. We don't need a bunch of water or things brought in. We will post anything that we need on our website at normanok.gov. You can also go to that website for updates on this event and as we move forward with the cleanup and recovery. We have set up a resource center at the 12th Avenue Rec Center located at 1701 12th Avenue Northeast. The Red Cross and the Health Department will both be there to staff that. I believe the Health Department will be offering tetanus shots, any mental health needs that may be there. Also, with the light, this morning we have drones up helping us assess damage. Just want everyone to know, just in case you see or hear them, we know that they're there. That's us. We're surveying the damage with those drones. Lastly, I'd like to thank the press for keeping the public aware and open it up for questions from anyone.
Hey, Chief, any damage to either one of the elementary schools is closed?
The last I knew, we did see some damage at Reagan. I don't know the extent of it at this time.
How about what hospital are these patients? What did they go to?
Norman Regional.
Are there any individuals missing or unaccounted for this morning?
None that we know of. There was a trailer park out east that was pretty severely damaged, but we don't know of anyone that is missing from there.
What about people driving through, wanting to check it out,
Yes, I would say try to stay clear of these areas. You're just going to cause issues if you're trying to drive through the area. Avoid particularly the roads that are closed, and the areas down here in the southeast section of Norman, around 24 Southeast and Highway 9 area. That was the hardest hit. We do have severe areas as you go further out east, but this is congested out here. Highway 9 is closed out to 48th now, so we will be diverting people going north all the way to Robinson. So there'll be a lot of traffic congestion already, and we don't need to add to that.
Do you know what kind of injuries there were at those 12?
Very minor injuries. The most severe, I believe, was a broken leg, and that was due to a car accident.
Car accident was caused by the storm.
Yes.
Has the city been in touch with the governor or anyone federally to try to get federal help or FEMA out here?
We have not been in touch with the federal government at this time. We did contact the state, and we did have some response from the state to assist with anything we need.
And Chief, Congressman Cole's office did reach out this morning and let us know they're standing by if we have any needs in that respect.
How about power outages? Do we know how many there were last night at the peak and what that situation looks like now?
I would give that to our partners from OG&E.
Hi, Aaron Cooper from OG&E. At the peak of the storm, we saw approximately 9,000 customers without service. Last check around 8:30 this morning, that was down to 3,000 customers without service.
Just here in
In the Norman area, correct.
How many down power lines, power poles? What are you seeing right here?
I don't have an exact number for you now. We have crews out in the field right now surveying damage. We have hundreds of crews. They've been working through the night, and they'll continue to work through today to assess the damage and work to restore our customers' power safely and as quickly as we can.
Thank you. What's your title?
I'm manager of corporate communications.
Chief, have you guys been getting any calls, even this morning, of people just needing help or stuck in shelters, anything like that happen?
We don't have any that's stuck in the shelters. I'm sure they're going to need some assistance as far as, dealing with insurance, and some of them may not have been insured, and things as they move forward, and any needs that we have, as I said, we can post that to our website at normanok.gov.
You wouldn't happen to have a number of how many people are in that shelter?
I don't believe any are in the shelter on 12th right now, but it is open, and it's a resource where they can go by there to get any assistance they may need, and they can direct them from there.
And do you know when Reagan Elementary may reopen?
I do not.
Are there any further questions?
No.
If communities outside of here, you guys said that you don't need supplies or water or anything right now.
Oh, they can just let us know that they're available for assistance, and if we need something, we can reach out to them. It's just like last night, we had several people reaching out to us from Moore, Edmond, Oklahoma City, county, Cleveland County, Oklahoma County. Several people reach out to us, and we keep their names available, so if we need resources or need assistance, we can contact them.
And once you guys start surveying that damage, this could be for National Weather Service, but will we get new numbers of the hardest hit area and exactly that?
We will update those on the website as well, normanok.gov.
Were the emergency lines really busy last night, and how did y'all kind of respond to that?
They were. We had pre-planned to have extra communications officers there last night due to the potential for this severe weather. And when I went down there each time, it was extremely busy. Call after call after call on every line that we had open.
With this being at night, normally these hit, 3 to 6 o'clock, not late whenever it's super dark. Was that something different? Do you guys prepare for late night tornadoes?
I don't know that we prepare for like late night tornadoes, but we prepare for disasters like this. And we work through the night and through the days until we are recovered from them.
Was that a different challenge you guys aren't used to with how dark it was?
No, we've had issues in the past. We've had tornadoes in the past. We've had strong straight winds in the past that have caused significant damage to businesses and homes, and we work through the night. It's just during the night it's hard to assess damage and see down power lines, so it's much better during the day.
Was there,
But it,
was
Go
there
ahead.
an age range of those who were hurt?
the what?
Was there an age range of people who were hurt?
No, I don't have the ages of them. But if we'll go ahead and close it up. If you have other questions, everybody's here. You can ask them other additional questions if you have them. Thank you all for coming again, and we appreciate you.
All right, you've been listening in to the Norman Police Chief Kevin Foster, just giving an update about the extent of damages to buildings and schools in the Norman area and the extent of injuries. We do know 12 people were injured. The good news, no injuries are life-threatening. We do know the most severe was one person who had a broken leg from a car wreck. So all of this transpiring after those storms came barreling through the Norman area. We do know there are still power lines down, power outages that they are trying to get a handle on, and that they did have extra communications officers ready to go to take that influx of calls because they were prepared that a storm could be coming.
You're watching Jim Gardner's shot from Bob Mills Sky News 9. These are live images coming into News 9. The sun is now up, and we are getting a better assessment of the damage left behind by this tornado outbreak late last night. Things are just leveled all across central Oklahoma. A home there, a family without a home this morning. It's just devastation.
Well, it is, and daylight really revealing the damage. And we can tell you there are still some roads closed. State Highway 9, 12th Avenue Southeast, portions of Lindsay and Alameda as well. All of this just north of State Highway 9.